Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much. And welcome to another episode of The Hermes Show. Today we have an excellent guest for you, the battle goddess herself, Athena. I've got some excellent questions prepared, so let's give a nice round of applause to Athena and get started. Thank you. All right, Athena. For your first question, I'm wondering, we all know you were one of Odysseus' strongest divine allies. What made him specifically stand out to you?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me this because, I'm gonna be fully honest with you. I did have a little thing for Odysseus. Not in a bad way. I am, of course, the virgin goddess. However, Odysseus can get it. And also, he had something in him that no god could really leave unnoticed. After he sacked Troy the way he did, bringing about justice throughout the land, his mind is different. His mind is even better than some gods I know.
Wow, this is so fascinating. Crowd, aren't we so glad to have Athena here today? All right, second question. After Troy, Odysseus' journey took 10 more years. Why was this so long?
Okay. Now, I know everyone says, could have helped him out. I helped him out as much as I could, okay? I am a goddess. I do have other things to do, okay?
Busy woman.
But, it had to take 10 years. Poseidon was so mad. He had to be on the island for so long because he literally took out his son's eye.
Insanity.
Of course, Uncle Poseidon's gonna be a little mad. I can only do so much. Plus, it makes family dinners really awkward when I'm telling him to let a mortal go, and then he's like, your cousin literally was attacked by him, and you're telling me to let him go? How dare you?
Valid point. Now, to continue, why, I'm wondering, did you not just bring him home directly?
He needed to learn humility, okay?
Many of us do.
Exactly. Many gods that I know still do not know the importance of humility. And if I could, I would leave them on an island for 10 years and have them do the exact same thing. And I promise you, some of them would not make it back.
So true.
But, to be specific about this, Odysseus had pride. He had pride in his ability, he had pride in his mind, and he knew that he was smart and he knew that he was capable. But what he didn't know was that all these gifts that he had, yes, of course he worked for them, but some of them were from divine intervention. If we had not been so kind enough to give him these great qualities, he would not have it. We can take them away like this, and we can give them like this as well. Not to say that I helped him gain those qualities, of course not, but he is the sacker of cities, and he needed to know what it felt like for the people, the innocent people that lived in the countries and in the isles that he sacked. He had to go through the pain himself of losing his wife, of losing his children, of losing his homeland.
He had to feel the pain. That is so true. Now, one other thing I'm wondering. We know that you also helped Telemachus grow in his father's absence. Why was that?
A boy needs somebody to show him what the world is like, and Telemachus had potential to be like his father. Of course, we guided Odysseus to great lengths, and we got him to the point that he needed to be at, but Telemachus hadn't done anything. Telemachus was waiting. He was keeping the suitors at bay as best as he could, but they never really took him seriously. They only saw him as a placeholder for Odysseus, and they were even plotting to kill him. I had to help him. I had to.
That is fair. Now, to move on to our fifth question. Many gods opposed Odysseus. How did you manage the divine politics on Mount Olympus?
All right, okay. So, let me tell you right now. Odysseus can step on a few toes, if you know what I mean. He ain't the best dancer, unlike me. I am quite good at dancing. But Odysseus had qualities that I really liked. He is such a brilliant man. Most gods aren't even brilliant like that. And To be honest with you, the other gods, yes, we fought over this, and yes, we found ways to help him out. I mean, it took so long for me to convince my father and Uncle Poseidon to even help him. Of course, they still blew him into the water when they had the chance, but they still helped him nonetheless.
Very
Just
true.
takes a while. Just takes some pulling at the heartstrings. I am the favorite daughter.
Perseverance.
Yeah.
Now, were you ever worried throughout all of this that Odysseus wouldn't make it?
No.
No.
He needed to learn, again, humility. I mean, he's a powerful man, and plus I was by his side the entire time. I mean, you can't really die with Athena on your
goddess
side.
on your side.
No, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that would... You gotta be really stupid for that to happen. But no, I mean, I am the warrior goddess, so I would have helped him out. But, of course, if he needed to die because he did something stupid, it would be because I let him go. I have the power.
You have the power.
I do have the power.
Another thing you had to do, you orchestrated peace after the suitors were slain. Why did you intervene on this?
Okay. So, like, yes, I totally led him to, like, killing the suitors, right? And getting back home and everything, because he needed to get back home. But here's the thing, right? Once he got home and he killed that many people, if I hadn't intervened, Ithaca literally would have gone into an entire civil war. I mean, bringing him back was supposed to bring back stability, not chaos. So, him killing all the suitors was literally just justice waiting to be happened, okay? Those men were ignorant and disgusting and vile.
Vile men.
Vile, disgusting men. I mean, the way they treated Penelope, okay? And this is why I didn't intervene when my sis from another mister, like, turned all those men into pigs. I mean, Cersei did that for a reason. Why? Because men are pigs. There's a reason why we don't like men around here. There's a reason why I am the virgin goddess.
So true. Can't help but being a little bit offended. Me, Hermes, the male god.
Well, you know what? You are just a glorified male man, Hermes. All right, bro?
Anyways, moving on, dear viewers, to our 8th question. What do you think Odysseus truly learned?
Odysseus learned what it's like for other people to be in the opposite side. I mean, think about it.
To put himself in other people's shoes, if you will.
Exactly. He learned empathy. He learned humility. He learned what it's like to be human. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm a god, but like, he needed to learn his place. He was a sacker of cities, the destroyer of isles. I mean, he had to learn what it was like as simply penance for his time and for his crimes. Not crimes per se, but I'm sure the people that he, the islands that he invaded, I'm pretty sure they would look him as a criminal. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
True. Yeah, he had to know. He was literally a colonizer. I mean, he went over there and he was like, mine now. And he killed so many people. His men raped so many women. They stole. They plundered, actually, those isles.
Must be put in his place. Must learn the empathy.
He must.
Now, on to our 9th question. Some say, maybe some of our viewers here, maybe some of you would say, that Athena, you interfered too much. What are your thoughts on this?
I literally only stepped in when I could, okay? I have other things to do. I'm a very busy woman, okay? I could have some people say I should have done it more and just taken him where he needed to go. And then some of you are telling me I should have just been with him the entire time. How would he learn if I'm there the entire time? Guys, please. I can't do everything myself. I have other things to do.
So true. She's a busy woman.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta understand this. Now, finally, for our last question, Athena. Looking back, would you have done anything differently? Anything at all?
Anything differently at all? To be honest with you, no, I would not have done anything differently. I would have simply left it the way it is. I mean, I'm a god. I look at these things with precise vision. Unlike my father Zeus, who leads by his cock.
So true, as many men do. Well, thank you, Athena, for this interview. Do you have any final thoughts to leave us with?
Well, Hermes, I think you should get my mail over to Mother. And
well, I think that's enough from you now.
And
now.
And I think my boy Odysseus should be watching this tonight.
Yep.
Hey.
Shout out to Odysseus.
Shout out.
And to all of my faithful listeners here on The Hermes Show. Thank you for being with us for yet another great